Hey everybody, welcome back. Today we're going to do Armorclads issue number 3 by Valiant Comics. I like the first two, and the story continues, of course. And what we see here is actually going to be in the book for a small part. This cover is It's not as cool looking like the second issue with very cool looking cover. We're gonna dive right in. So we have the Armorclads defeating the, let's say, the Legionnaires and also the Alphans, and they want to make a plan to do what's next. And they realize they cannot stay here, and they want to find Peris. Peris was the guy that's been taken away. He was the leader of the Ironclads, and they want to, I don't know, look for him or free him. But they are, they realize they don't have, when it comes to survival, they need to do something. So one of these guys says, hey, I got an idea. Maybe if we can, use the weaponry, or basically they want to cannibalize the other suits for upgrading the recent suits, and this one of the Alphans, gets in the face and he's being punished. I'm coming a little bit later to her. Meanwhile, on Xeru, there is a governor called Doman, or Dohman, Doman, or something like that. He is talking to Peris, and he says, so you're the one. And he says that you're probably the best chance so far. And Peris says, what are you talking about? Well, it seems that, he talks about, before he go into the plot of why Peris is here, the governor says, let me ask you something, Peris. Do you have ever heard of the lost suits of the ancient dynasties? He says, yeah, of course, but it's more like a campfire story. And then before you go any further, the governor gets a call from, I don't know, probably his captains, lieutenants, or whatever, and it seems that there's another outpost being raided by those legionnaires, and they are, they lost a lot of what's that thing that they are mining? Oh yeah, the pure, they need to get it somehow. I mean, that's a valuable item that they are, how do you say, mining on this planet for, I don't know, the survival of Xeru or whatever. Anyway, so the governor talks with Peris again about the suits, but Peris says, my friends and I break our backs for mining that stuff, that pure, and we die out there every single day, and you couldn't care less. But the governor, I believe he's a good guy, but could be a ruse. He's talking normally. He's not threatening, not suspiciously. He talks like a normal guy, and he says, I don't wish suffering upon your kind, but there are just some things. And Peris says, more importantly, you mean like that fairy tale god suits? And but the governor says that those lawsuits are some kind of a, from ancient technology that can change the fortunes of the universe. I'm not sure what he means with that. I mean, what do you mean with the fortunes of the universe? The universe is pretty big, right? And but they're gonna use it for making a better world. And but Peris is surprised that he actually believes that stuff. He says, "Well, that's the only reason that I'm here on this godforsaken planet." Okay, cool. And then we see the Armorclads are being, buffed up. I like the art, by the way. I think the art is looking really cool, pretty detailed. Love the colors, by the way. It's nice. It's not oversaturated, but it's the right amount of colors. And I mean, it looks pretty cool. But I have a question. These Alphan suits, aren't they better than the Armorclads? I mean, the Armorclads are more for industrial working class suits, while the Alphans are military based. Isn't it better that you do, I don't know, do the other way around? Or did you just destroy all the Alphan suits and use that parts for, I don't know, buffing up or +1 your current suit. Not entirely sure, but seems a little bit weird. Looks cool though. I mean, I must admit that. But then, so they want to go, but there's a little bit of a dissident in the rank. Well, the ranks is a little bit is not the right word, but they don't know what to do with the Alphans, and then they have some kind of a vote, and they said, hey, we need to. They cannot stay here because this whole dome is broken. They cannot survive, and they're gonna go with the Ironclads, or sorry, the Armorclads. And then one of the Alphans, I believe it's the same guy, but I'm not entirely sure, gets in the face of this girl again. It's called Layla, and he says, "Layla, we cannot kill them in cold blood. That's not who we are." And then, well, they're gonna take them with them. But so they're going from, they're gonna walk a long road to whatever the destination is, to looking for Peris. And then the Armorclad says, hey, why are we moving so slow? We should have been there by now. But it seems that the Alphans are not built for this environment. And well, since the Armorclads are genetically engineered, especially doing the job that they are doing on this planet, basically they are saying they are the superior race. Well, they're not saying that exactly, but that's, I think, what they are trying to say. And so these Alphans are extremely tired and they cannot go anymore, and they need a break. And then one of these Alphans try to, get one of his armor back, and he says, I'm taking your Armorclad. Get lost here, twerp. But then, now look at this, what happens here, right? So he does this move, then he does this move again, and later he does the same move. It's pretty lazy in my opinion. So he says, home court advantage, big guy. I was made for this place. So yeah, reinforcing my what's the word I'm looking for? Well, the idea that they are basically better than the Alphans in every way. But then the last punch, I don't really get it. So he hit him in, with the right side, but he's falling on his left. Shouldn't this be the other way around? I mean, according to this punch, I mean, you punched him on the right side of the head, then you should fall over to the right and fall on your right side. Okay, whatever, comics. But it's, like I said, lazy, doing the same thing over and over again with the same pose. You could, why not change it up? Punch him from the side, punch him from the, punching his knees. And you could hit his knees, hit his head or whatever, but instead of doing the same move over and over again, it's just, I don't know. Anyway, but so they're getting attacked by these bugs that live on this planet, and I must say, it looks freaking cool. So they are saying, get all in your suits and, defend yourselves. So Layla, shouts the attack. And as you can see, it looks pretty cool. And it looks also gruesome. But now watch here, right? So wait a minute, I'm going to show you something. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, 9. So there are 9 Armorclads, right? And there's a lot of these bugs. None of them has a fast-paced Gatling gun, bullet spewing weapon or lasers. No, they have some cannons like, Megatron, with this arm cannon. That looks cool. But none of them has these fast-paced, weapons of guns. That's okay normally, but I watched a lot of, alien movies, horror movies with alien creatures or other creatures swarming, or even Starship Troopers, which reminds me a lot of that, this comic here. And that looks so cool. And it surprised me that none of the Ironclads are actually hurt or being taken out by one of these many creatures, not even these civilians or these Alphans. So they are killing those creatures left and right, and these creatures are backing off, and says, yeah, we did it. I'm liking these upgrades, he says. So they're going to move on. But we're going back to skipping a few pages because I don't want to show too much, although I'm going to do it. So the governor, is it the governor? Yeah, Governor Dolman talks still to Peris about those suits, and he wants to, it seems that these armor-clad guys are probably the key to not only operating the suits, but also finding those suits. And he says, I'm almost there. I'm so close to a breakthrough. I'm not sure what he means with that, but he says, will you help me? He says, how? Let me show you. And he talks about the fact that the suits can change the universe for the better, for everyone. Xeru can be better. Alpharon can be better, but I cannot do it alone. I need you. Okay, so for now, he is going to, have an alliance with them, but probably this is going to be the evil guy who wants to do it, for himself. So I'm just predicting because plot is not really that thick. And I'm not sure if I'm liking the direction where they are going because I'm going to show you the next one. So it seems that Layla and the Armorclads comes to Outpost 8 where there's other Armorclads. And she's been greeted by this girl. And she says, you are recovering from pure poisoning. So was I. Actually, I'm Layla. And she says, I remember you. What are you doing this far from Outpost 12 without a sergeant and with all those Armorclads? I tell you, but I like to address everyone here, if you allow me. We're all ears. Okay, this is a thing that I have a problem with. So first of all, these guys have an established outpost. These are also Armorclads, also slaves. But as far as I know, every Armorclad unit has a rank. These are like sergeants, captains, or whatever. And she says, yeah, just go ahead, just go on the podium and talk. Just do it. Okay, there's no questions are asked, just do it. Okay, so Layla goes here, talks about how they've been enslaved and they're not going to take it anymore, and they want to go to the outpost or whatever Peris is to free him, and they need, well, she says basically they are going to do a revolution. Now, did I tell you that Layla is around 14 years old? No? Yeah, this is probably the biggest problem that I have with this book. Although these people are genetically engineered, they are still underage. And there's no one in this rank, in this new outpost, that says, well, maybe I should take up the mantle for, I don't know, leading a revolution because of my experience, my rank, my age, or whatever. No. Just let this 14-year-old girl talk about, like she is, I don't know, maybe in her 30s or something. Where does she get all these experience? I mean, 14-year-old girls doesn't talk like that. Now, there could be an explanation, to be devil's advocate, that they are being raised in some kind of a environment that they're going to mature probably faster because, well, they probably don't have a childhood. They've been born and trained to work in very dangerous situations and environments. So that probably could be it, but still there's a development in the brain. Somebody who's 25 has a different brain development than someone who's 14. Okay, but we are not there yet. So Peris goes with the governor to some kind of a secret place in this facility, and he says this place does not exist. And he pushes his hand, and there is a door opening to a sublevel, and he's going to show you Peris something. So the big reveal is that they found a weapon of one of these ancient armor. And there are 7 of them. So I thought to myself, wait a minute. So we have 9 Ironclads. If they're going to continue with this group, of course. Now they have a really big group of Ironclads. So probably there's 2 going to die. 7, and those 7 are going to take up the mantle of those ancient suits and save the world or whatever. And I thought to myself, oh man, I want to see this cool weapon, and it's nothing more than a Gatling gun. I expect more, maybe some ancient weaponry, or maybe a piece of armor or technology. This is just I don't know, maybe modified Gatling gun. And they talk about it's the biggest thing ever. Probably in the storyline, it could be, maybe they never seen a Gatling gun. Maybe this is ancient technology. It could be, I don't know. But I have some problems with, Earth-looking technology that is in a science fiction setting. You could, like I said, make something science fiction-y, do something totally different that I've not seen before. I mean, this is an alien planet with people from an alien environment, genetically engineered, other-esque technology, and they. Okay, maybe I'm reaching too far. I'm not entirely sure, but yeah, okay. I still like the book, but there are some problems with it, and like I said, the plot is not really that thick. I mean, it would be cooler if maybe the new Armorclad people from Outpost 8, those Armorclads are maybe not happy with her and her Armorclad group, and maybe wants to, I don't know, some disagreements between those groups would be cool. Who is gonna lead, and maybe there's some traitors in it, and because they think they are, if they're gonna tell the whole thing to the enemy, and then just another situation comes up, and there's more battles, and I don't know. It's just, it feels a little bit too safe, maybe for the plot point at the last page with the 7 armors. I'm doing something like that myself, to be honest, and I'm not very happy with that. But now I'm seeing what Valiant is doing with a plot that have similar experience with, because I'm something like this as well, but totally different. I know now what not to do. So thank you, Valiant, for showing me the way how not to tell this story. Although my story is totally different from yours, but this is an eye-opener. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Hope you liked the video. I'm going to continue with Armorclads issue 4 soon, and we see if it's going to be good or not. Bye, guys. See you later.